Welcome back, Freshwater Fishing Novices, new viewers. We're going to talk about setting goals today for the new year. Hope everyone had a great holiday. Who cares? I spent the whole holiday sick in bed, so hope you guys had a better holiday than I did. Let's talk about why it's important to set goals. It holds you accountable to yourself. You don't have to tell anyone else about it, not like I am right now, but you say in your head, oh, I want to do X amount. I want to learn a new fishing lure. All those things you say them in your head, maybe you have them in the back of your mind, maybe you write them down, and throughout the year, maybe you can just pick away at your list. And then by the end of the year, you've accomplished a lot more than you would have if you were just flying by the seat of your pants, trying to get whatever done. That's why I like to set goals. At least I can look back and be like, man, I accomplished a lot more than I normally would, just sitting around, just winging it. That's one important reason I feel that it's good to set goals. Is it super important to accomplish your goals? You shouldn't be too hard on yourself when you're setting these goals. You should just, if you don't accomplish it, maybe it's a next year goal. Maybe just don't put too much pressure on yourself. Don't beat yourself up if you don't get your goals done. Oh, I didn't figure out that lure. Well, maybe you figured out a different lure. I don't really hold myself to a tight regiment as far as I want to learn this lure. I might say I want to put more time in on this lure and try to figure it out. But if I learn a different lure by accident, because I put that lure down and I picked up a different one I wasn't used to, and all of a sudden I figured that one out, well, that's a win. I just didn't set that goal. It's good to be vague, but it's also good to be specific. I'm sure that's a little wishy-washy, but don't be so hard on yourself if you don't accomplish your goals. Just realize, hey, that's just a loose guideline. I'm going to try to accomplish a couple things this year. All right, that's enough motivational speaking from this guy. Let's take a look at the goals I'm setting for myself this year. Just a bunch of stuff that I want to try to get after this year. One of the first things I wanted to do this year was I was getting towards the end of this fishing season this season, and I was wondering, how many days did I spend on the water? First goal, I bought a calendar. And I'm going to stick that, I don't know where I'm going to stick that, but I want to mark every day that I go fishing this year so I can look back at the end of the year. Goal number one, mark the days that I go fishing throughout the year so I can see how many days I spend on the water. One of the other things I want to get, or a goal I want to work on, I don't know if you guys know what those fish clickers are, or I'll put a picture up here of what I'm talking about. Basically, you click it and it advances a number 1. You click it again, 2, 3, and it goes up to, I don't know how many it is, hundreds maybe? Anyway, I want to keep track of every fish I catch this year. So I'm going to get one of these fish clickers before the season starts. And every time I catch a fish, doesn't matter if it's small or big, click. I might even mark that on the calendar as well. For each day that I go out, I'll mark how many fish I catch. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I should probably do that. And then maybe on the calendar, I should also mark if I go to a river, a pond, or a lake. Or a stream? Yeah, I think I should probably mark all that stuff down. Just to keep track. This is more of a fishing log idea that I want to keep for myself. The next goal I want to organize my rods in my vehicle a little bit more. So it's more of a DIY project. I don't think it's going to take very long, so I'll probably make a video of this too. But do I have a picture of this? I think if I have a picture right here, I'll show you what my car looks like with all my rods in it. So you can see they're all just stacked up on the passenger side, kind of wedged into the headrest and on that seatbelt in the very back. So they kind of contains them, but they all get kind of whack and mixed up with each other. So it's kind of a pain in the butt sometimes to pull them out. So I saw a couple different DIY project ideas, and I thought maybe I could improve on that design to contain them more on the roof, not on the roof, but on the inside roof of the vehicle. So they're kind of in the middle, in between both passenger and driver side. So I could actually have a passenger in there with rods in the vehicle and gear in the back. The next thing I want to accomplish this year is a couple kayak modifications. I have an anchor and I have a line system, but the line's not really contained. I don't know if this is a DIY, I'm just attaching a existing product that I'm going to hopefully buy this year. It's called Anchor Wizard right here. So Anchor Wizard, if you don't know about it, you basically wind that handle and it lines all that line right up on the reel. And then when you want to release it, there's a release button, so it drops the anchor down. The Anchor Wizard's one of the improvements I want to make on my kayak. This is real easy. I just have to buy it. But I want to get a measuring board, a catch board, for my kayak so I can just measure fish by the length as opposed to weight. So I know a lot of kayak tournaments and stuff like that, fishing kayak tournaments, you use a catch board, you don't weigh it. The length of the fish is how kayak fishing tournaments are measured. The next goal I have for the year is more something that I do every year for fishing. It's just line and lure and rod maintenance. Go through my rods, check the eyelets, reel maintenance, if they need oil, new line, do all that before the season starts. And then lure maintenance. I gotta go through and see if I have any rusty treble hooks on my hard lures and replace those, maybe replace some split rings. Basic general fishing maintenance of my gear. This is a big list for things I wanna get done before the fishing season, 2, 3 months, 4 months maybe. So another thing I want to do this year, after ice is off, I want to check all my hard lures, my crankbaits, my jerkbaits. I want to make sure they're tuned right. Now, I don't know if you guys knew this. I've heard it before, and then I finally looked it up, how to tune a crankbait or a jerkbait. And I feel like people talk about this, but not as much as they should be. Make sure all my crankbaits and jerkbaits, hard lures, are running straight. So that's where the tuning comes in. So hopefully I can figure that out once we're ice out. I'm gonna start putting my lures on, make sure they're running straight, put them back in the box. Another goal I have, I want to get more comfortable with the lures that I learned last year. Jerkbait, the crankbaits, get more comfortable with frogs. I've caught some on frogs, but I want to get more comfortable with frogs, so I'm gonna throw that a lot more hopefully this year. And jigs, I want to get more comfortable with jigs. Do you guys have any goals for the year? Have you thought about your goals? Do you just want to get better at fishing? What do you want to improve on? Another goal I have, I want to make better videos for everyone watching. I need your help here. I want to make videos you guys want to watch, so I need everyone watching to drop comments down below. There's no dumb questions, only dumb responses. So leave me a comment down below. My goal for the year is to help everyone get on more fish. That's the whole point of this channel, but it's an ongoing goal that I always have. Let's talk about my last goal that I have in my head for this year. My last goal. What is my last goal? What's in this bag? A bunch of blank fishing lures. Different assorted fishing lures that are blanks. No hooks, no split rings, just the lure. Now, why the heck did I buy those? This year I got into jerkbait fishing, and the Vision 110 right here, $25 retail. And I found this blank, which is almost a dead ringer for it. Size, everything, shape, it's crazy. This was like $1.06 or something like that. So the lure didn't cost $5, cost $1, maybe $2. Now, you might be saying, what the heck, how are you gonna throw up unpainted lure? Now, how are you gonna put paint on a lure? You're just gonna paint it with a paintbrush? Along with some paint and some lures, I got an airbrush. I got some helping hands from Harbor Freight. I'm not saying I'm gonna be good at airbrushing. I know I'm not gonna be airbrushing in the garage because you can probably see my breath. So I'm gonna be doing that in my bedroom. I'm gonna clear out a section of it, and I bought a spray shelter next to that chick. So I'm gonna set up a little table, maybe a card table in the corner of my room. That spray booth, my airbrush, my compressor, all that stuff. So I'm gonna start airbrushing lures this winter. So since it's cold, I might as well sit in my room, listen to some music or a podcast, and just practice repainting lures. And that also is gonna allow me to touch up lures I already have that maybe I don't like the paint scheme, I don't use them because the paint scheme's wrong. It's also gonna give me the opportunity to catch fish on my own paint scheme. So that will be kind of cool. I'll make a video of me trying to figure out this stuff. Hopefully big things will be happening. Minorly successful things will be happening this year for the Freshwater Fishing Novice. All right, Freshwater Fishing Novice's new viewers, I hope you enjoy watching my goals for 2023, my fishing goals. Hope you're encouraged. Maybe you want to try something new. Don't be afraid. You just take it at your own pace. And everyone learns at a different pace. Some people quicker, some people slower. Some people are hands-on learners. Sometimes people are visual learners. Everyone's a different type of learner, learns differently. I went to college for 7 years and I'm definitely not a doctor. So don't worry about the way you learn. So I want to know, everyone watching, what are some goals in your head that you want to figure out this year? Put them in the comments down below. I want to see what your goals are. At least give me 2 goals. 2 goals for the year that you want to accomplish in your fishing career. If you like this video, let me know by clicking that like button. If you're interested in seeing if I actually accomplish my goals this year, why don't you slap that subscribe button, click that bell notification, make it turn from red to gray. You'll be notified of future videos, hopefully watching me complete my goals of 2023. Thanks for watching the Freshwater Fishing Novice YouTube channel. Hope everyone had a great holiday. Hope you guys have a great, safe, happy New Year's. I'll see you next year.